No, not good. We have a spherical situation. Duck for your life before we get bowled over. Still in one piece?
Kutaro had been snatched away by an enormous arachnid. But why didn't he end up as dinner? Perhaps the spider mistook Kutaro for one of her 10,000 children. Hard to keep track of all those little darlings, even with 8 eyes. Magnificent, Kutaro. There's the entrance to the throne room. No one has ever made it this far.
Stop this madness! I command you in the name of the sun! Oh my gosh, are you crazy? Do you know who I am? Dad's gonna have a supernova!
Wait, sire. What if she's right? The sun does have a burning temper.
Ha! What can he do? I've got his precious daughter!
Well, of course you do, sire. And even if you didn't, your majesticalness is more than enough to eclipse the sun.
I've prepared a very special room for you, my dear princess. So please, I insist, take a long rest.
Meow. What luck. He's left Calibras unattended for once. Kutaro, you are one lucky person.
There before our hero towered the most impressive pair of scissors you've ever seen. The legendary Calibras. But Calibras was bound fast by vile vines, the twisted offspring of the Moon Bear King's twisted magic.
Kutaro, meet Calibras. Calibras is a cut above your average scissors. He used to serve the Moon Goddess. Step forward, boy, and take your destiny in hand. Now that's a shock. I mean, an honor. Don't you see? Calibras has chosen you.
And so Kutaro's fortunes were starting to look up. After all, he was now the proud owner of a pair of enchanted scissors. Still, it wasn't all good luck. Remember, Calibris belonged to the Moon Bear King. And the boy's first challenge was to extricate himself from the booby trap he'd just set off.
Rats. There. That's the ticket. Nicely done, Kutaro. We'll be out of here in no time. Yes, you know what to do. Oh, scissored like a true wizard. See? Take good care of Calibris, and Calibris will take care of you. Don't stop now, or that graze will catch us. Oh, lovely. Very nice.
Who dares lay a hand on my property? My traps! How did you get out? Wait, how did you get in? You wretch! What have you done to my throne room? Guards, apprehend that thief!
Deftly and darkly, the grubs descended upon our trembling hero. But locked within each of them was the soul of a child, just as scared as him.
You see that? It's a soul. Cut it free from... That's it. Very heroic.
I'll pop your head clean off your shoulders!
Get caught, and you'll be grabified, just like the rest of these poor children.
Guards! I want that sticky-fingered scoundrel's head! Guards? Guards! I'll do it myself.
It was a weaver. Of all the Moonbear King's nightmarish magical creations, weavers were some of the nastiest. This was Kutaro's first ever real dose of fear. But to escape the Weaver, those fears would need to be conquered. As the clash grew even clashier, the boy snipped, sliced, and sundered with the cold realization his life counted on it. Success! The fell Weaver was no more. With the legendary Calibris firmly in hand, Kutaro had taken the first step of his grand adventure. Unfortunately, the next steps had to be taken at a run, as the Savage King was hot on our heroes' heels.
Tiger!
Yes, sire.
Where did that whelp go?
Well, he can't have gotten far, sire. He has such tiny legs. I imagine he's right around the corner.
I don't want him around the corner. I want him cornered! Find that thief, or I'll find someone who can!
Please, sire, your blood pressure. I'll take care of it. Would you like a back rub? A glass of warm milk? Anything? No?
Bravo, Kutaro. None of the others ever made it half as far. This will be music to the witch's ears. Oh, man up, would you please? Would you prefer the grubs find you and the Moon Bear King yanks your limbs off?
With a flash of Calibris, Kutaro felled the frightful monster and freed the soul of every last child in the fiend's clutches. Well done, Kutaro! The souls he freed were homeward bound. Kutaro had obtained Calibris, a legendary pair of magic scissors. But before he could start cutting along the dotted line of destiny, he would have to escape the wrath of the tyrannical Moon Bear King. Now back to Kutaro's tale. Lucky Kutaro, suckered into stealing a set of sorcerer's scissors by the witch and stirring up a tyrant's rage. Now, all his hopes of escaping the castle were dashed, just as he himself dashed like mad to outrun the soldier grubs who wanted his head. Poor Kutaro. His only hopes now were Calibris and a witch of most questionable character. What cruel tricks would fate play on him next?
You pussy-footing wussy-cat! Where were you? I ought to... Fudge! Brownies, it can't be!
Did you forget you sent us off in the first place? Yes, Calibris chose him.
Finally! Those legendary shears will cut right through the Moon Bear King's lackeys and set the Moon Realm free!
Now, my brave young warrior, why don't you let Granny hold onto those for you?
Right now, you wooden donks! What was that for? Don't you tell me I'm not your type! Gotcha!
To command Calibris, you need either a heart as pure as the goddesses, or vicious magic like the Grizz. But all you've got is an attitude.
Oh, nuts!
You keep Calibris, and you'll take good care of it for me.
I smell him. That's the punch and stick of a scissor thief.
Oh, General Tiger, sir. How kind of you to drop by to check on Beasley old me. Gosh, I just don't know anything about this cookie, but if I see him, you'll be the first and last to know.
And this egregiously foul odor must be witch stink. You are certain he's not here?
Oh, yes, very certain, your Tigeress. I beg you, bring that scoundrel to justice, or I may not sleep a wink tonight.
Ah, don't worry. My grubs will have this whole castle locked down in no time. After all, we we can't have anyone crashing the prison towers and making off with the knight's powers, now can we?
You hear that, dear? Then get your Heidi in gear!
The tiger's tongue had slipped. Whatever powers this knight had, they were clearly important. The castle walls didn't come with stairs. Clinging to the slippery stones instead were giant living vines imbued with dark magic. Snipping, cutting, slicing through the vines with Calibris, Kutaro scrambled up and up. Onward he must climb. As you may have noticed,